This is a beautiful exam question. This is perfect. This is what you would get on an exam. This one combines quite a few different topics, which makes it a perfect candidate for an exam. Let's talk about it. So the function f at x, this is for any course doing integrals, introductory course with integrals. Define f at x equals this integral here. All right, so that's the area under this function from negative x up to 0. Okay, fair enough. And then g of x is equal to this integral here, which is the same function, but different bounds. It goes from 0 to x, each with domain from x in 0 to infinity. Which of the following is true? And we have a bunch of options here. And it says only one is true. Okay, very interesting here. So let's look at what we're dealing with, what these functions are. So as I already said, this is the area under this curve from negative x to 0. So if you think of your axes, right? You've got negative x over here, yeah? And we're taking the integral from negative x to 0. This is the y-axis here. And the next function, g of x, is taking the integral from 0 up to here, okay? Now, one thing that my eye is drawn to when I'm looking at this question is the fact that the exponents on everything are even. So it's t squared here and t to the 6th. When dealing with integrals, and we have a lot of squareds in the integrand, which is the thing we're taking the integral of, I'm thinking, is this an even function? Because if it's an even function, a lot of the time that's going to simplify greatly the work that we have to do. And that's part of why I love this question, because they're testing, are you able to spot that? Because that's really what makes the question much easier. The fact that this, we haven't done the test, we haven't done the rigorous test if it's an even function yet, but it is, and we'll do that test later. But the fact that it's an even function, what that means is, it means that the area under the graph from negative x to here is the same as from here to up to x. That's always true. For example, integral from negative 2 to 0 under a function is the same as the integral from 0 to 2 if that function is even, which means it'll be symmetrical about the y-axis, something like that. So basically, since f at x is the whole area under that function to the left of the y-axis, and g of x is the whole area to the right of the y-axis, these things are going to be equal. Now, a rigorous solution is in the walkthrough. So you just click on the walkthrough and you see the rigorous solution. We check that it's an even function and all that, but it's all there for you. Again, very rigorous if you want to check everything, but the answer is A. If you don't know, I'm Sheldon. I show you how to solve mock and modified past exams to first-year university math courses. I hope this helps.